A £250,000 cash injection into their business is every candidate's dream. On the latest series of The Apprentice, last night the teams were given 9 hours to source 10 products for the grand reopening of London's famous Savoy Hotel.
It was a very close result, but in the end it was Team Logic who lost for the third time in a row. The fired candidate is here. Before we speak to them, here is the moment their fate was sealed.
Gavin, you got your own business. You claimed that you can organise people and then you let them run riot, quite frankly. You didn't have them under control. Vincent, I don't like people that undermine the instructions that people give them and then go off and do it in their own direction. I've heard a lot of that about you today, you know, and I can't see how that can work for me. I've got to judge this on this task. That's what I've got to do. And on that basis, I've concluded that because the task was out of hand, Gavin, you're fired.
Thank you.
Gavin's here now with his glasses back on, so we recognise you.
Yeah, keeping them on now.
Keeping them on now. Morning, welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
Did you know your number was up when you were in that boardroom?
I was half expecting it, but I thought all three of us could have went, so it could have went any way.
So when the finger was pointed at that point there, just before, it felt like there was a bit of a moment. Was that a moment of recognition that you really thought?
Yeah, I think he was playing with us a bit because I did think he was going to go for Vincent at one point, and then it kind of switched around again, and I thought, right, no, it's me. I'm gone.
Right. So what went wrong then? Because there was a suggestion that you weren't decisive enough.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
It's not about being decisive. We were just literally trying to locate the items out of yellow pages. And
right. And just to remind viewers, if they haven't seen it, you were trying to get items for the Savoy Hotel.
Yeah. And
they wanted luxury items, but at a good price.
Yeah.
And so you had to go off and find them somewhere in London.
We couldn't. I'm not really familiar with London locally because I'm from Liverpool, and we only have one yellow pages in Liverpool, and we were looking at all different ones in London. I didn't realise there was different ones, and from the first moment it was quite chaotic.
Yeah. This issue of decisiveness seemed to be the clincher, and I think we can have a little sample of your leadership style now.
Oh, right. We're racking our brains here trying to find out what a clocher is.
Still working the phones, and with all 10 items yet to find, Gavin's team.
So you actually do brass?
We don't do brass.
You don't do brass.
Finished.
OK,
Cool.
thank you.
Boom.
Let's go. Let's get moving.
On the way to where, though? Where's the first point of call for two?
Well, this is the thing.
Places?
We can make phone calls on the way.
Right, guys, obviously, I'm going to make the overall decision here, but collectively, is this the right decision to go out?
You had a little giggle during that because you know that was the wrong thing to say, isn't it? Collectively, what do we all think?
Yeah, it was literally common sense would say you want to get out the hotel straight away and start looking for items, but we had nowhere sourced. So you go out the hotel and you sit in a car and you can circle, but you're not going anywhere. So we had to find somewhere to go before we could leave.
Best to make the calls first, you mean, before you leave,
yeah,
and that took a matter of time.
It did, yeah, and we just weren't getting through to anyone.
Do you recognise yourself in that? Because, I mean, people looking at that will think you just do not look like a leader at all. You had that kind of look of being a bit scared and not really knowing what's going on.
It's harsh.
Well, I know that is, but do you see, when you look back at it, do you look like you're in command?
Well, yeah, because there's not much to command. Literally, people are just commanding a phone. All you're doing is ringing a phone, ringing around, trying to locate items. It's not like you're commanding people into battle. It's just literally in a room trying to phone as many supplies as possible and locate items. I
mean, I said it was a bit harsh, but it is a bit dog-eat-dog in there, isn't it?
Well, no, who would want to be there? I don't envy you at all. There's another moment when you were asked to find a top hat. Yeah. One of the challenges, which, you know, is not that easy thing to find in a way, and you had an idea as to where you might find one. Shall we have a look? Go on.
Adrift in London's suburbs. Project manager Gavin.
Hi, pal. You okay? Yeah. Just looking, because of the name of your business, as to somewhere where we would get a top hat from.
Not around here, no.
No.
Especially not from Top Hat Dry Cleaners.
Of course,
No,
yeah.
no, of course.
I'm guessing that you dry clean these type of items, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's deals with hats, so they're the people you need.
All right, thank you. Cheers, mate.
Okay, thank
cheers.
you.
We were clutching at straws a little bit there, weren't we?
We were, yeah. It got late in the afternoon and we rang round so many people that in the corner of my eye I spotted the word Top Hat and it was haunting me throughout the day.
Fair dues, yeah.
So they might have had one in the window that they were just using as a prop that they might... So you never know, these things work out.
You never know. Have you got a name for us to look out for? Who do you sniff success? Who's there?
I think the likes of Ellie and Helen are going to do quite well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
definitely.
had Jim down from the beginning, actually. He's a good negotiator, isn't he?
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's smooth.
He's a smooth guy, Jim. Jim's going to do well in whatever he does because he can sell and he's a people person. He gets on with people.
And you're all right. What are you doing next? Now you're out of The Apprentice. You got something on?
Yeah, well, I sell glasses online. I've been doing that for 3 years.
Yes, successful business for you as well, isn't it?
So I'm still doing that and hopefully we're going to grow it as much as possible.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Thanks
Okay,
very much
thanks
for coming
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Just a reminder, The Apprentice continues next Wednesday at 9 p.m. BBC One. You can, of course, catch up on the previous episodes on the BBC iPlayer.